Guru in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable news for you guys because Arsenal finally won against Sheffield United. Well, yes, we beat Sheffield United for the first time in the season. It was unbelievable. We had lost against them, we'd drawn against them, but this time we won against them. It was a great contest. I mean, till the end, I think the goal from Dani Ceballos sealed the deal. But I thought it would 1-0 to the Arsenal would have been the final score if we could have cleared that corner kick. We could have, if we could have cleared that ball that came in. Holding got the header wrong, and most probably Sead Kolasinac couldn't clear it off. But nonetheless, I think that counter-attacking goal was an unbelievable, unfreaking believable from Dani Ceballos. But most importantly, the link-ups between Eddie Nketiah and Bukayo Saka was unbelievable. I'm sorry, Pepe to ask for that ball was unbelievable. But it was really great. The team stepped up today, and I think this team is reformed. We won 2 away games before these 2 games that we won against Southampton and Sheffield United. But overall, we've got 4 wins away from home this season. I'm buzzing. Whole of the fan base is buzzing. Finally, my Sunday is complete. But not in this. Let's move on to the first news. Alexander Lacazette was the captain today. It was unbelievable to see that we started with the back three of David Luiz, and it was Sead Kolasinac and Mustafi on the back. And as a wing back, it was Tierney and it was Maitland-Niles. Great to see Ainsley Maitland-Niles step up the game. The backtracking was superb. The athleticism, the crossing, the fact that he could fight for the ball. I could see that, the fire from Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He wants to play for Arsenal. He wants to step up the plate against any other team but wants to play for Arsenal. And the funniest part was Matteo Guendouzi was left out of the Arsenal squad for the second consecutive game. He could not even make the bench. Well, there was one more person who could not, but let's move on. Bailey Sharp, Sheffield United captain, before the game spoke about David Luiz. He said, he's a great guy, actually, very talkative. He's a very talented footballer as well. Just he does make a few errors which cost him. He does take chances, which is something we will try to create in our favor if he does play. Well, talking about it, Mesut Ozil missed the training yesterday due to a slight back injury, so he was not in today's match day squad, and that's really sad because I think the whole of fan base is in a meltdown into thinking what this guy is doing at Arsenal. Well, moving on, Arsenal have won just one of their last 8 away matches against Sheffield United in all competitions prior to this game, and it was a 3-0 victory in October 2007 in the League Cup. It was a really hostile territory for Arsenal. But here's a fun fact, one of the biggest transfer news. Antonio Conte wanted actually Andrea Belotti from Torino, but they don't want to sell the striker. Therefore, Inter have turned their attention to Aubameyang, who have only 1 year left on his contract and could be available for 25 to 30 million euros. And Arsenal should reinvest if Aubameyang is sold this season. And Arsenal have lost 8 and won just one of their last 13 away games against the 2 Sheffield clubs. Going back further, the Gunners have won just 4 of their last 28 away trips to the Steel City, and it's not good. It is really not good. But moving on, well, Dominic Szoboszlai's agent, ladies and gentlemen, he is, his phone was actually hacked away, and you could see the calls that are there in the phones. He forgot the phones in some bars in Budapest, and you would find these calls between simple surveys and something more. The suitors continue to increase the attempt of Napoli, and also you could see Edu calling. It is unbelievable. Dominic Szoboszlai's agent, Matthias Esterhazy, is a busy man these days. Well, moving on. Nicolas Pepe has now been directly involved in 16 goals this season, 8 goals and 8 assists. Only Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been involved more for Arsenal, that is 21 goals. Nicolas Pepe, his penalty across all competitions since the start of last season, he has taken 12 penalties and scored 11 of them, just missed once. And this guy is bullseye for Arsenal. Well, not only this, talking about James Benge, he tweeted out, he says, debut season in a new country, no summer break or preseason with teammates. 3 head coaches, injuries and loss of form for other key attackers. Pepe has had a better debut season than many, myself included, have given him credit for momentum building for year 2. And Nicolas Pepe was unbelievable. He has been directly involved in 6 goals in his last 7 starts for Arsenal, 3 goals and 3 assists. Well, everyone was saying that he was an overpriced player. It looks like he's stepping it up. First half numbers for Ainsley Maitland-Niles versus Sheffield United, 88% pass accuracy, 4 out of the 4 tackles won. He has been an unbelievable. But here are certain images from the first, the biggest and the best LGBTQ plus football fan group in Britain, officially representing Arsenal at Pride in London since 2013. you could see these guys are rocking it in London. Well, Arsenal are through to their 30th FA Cup semi-final, level with Manchester United and more than any other team in the competition. Arsenal, well, this is the big club mentality and they've shown it. Well, talking about Jack Robinson, he has created more chances, that is 4 chances, than any other player on the pitch during Sheffield United's 1-2 loss to Arsenal. His long throws were an unbelievably serious trouble. It could be serious trouble for any team for that matter. Well, not only this, let's talk about something else. Top 6 record at New Wembley. Arsenal have played 11 games and won 7 of it with 63.6% win record. Chelsea have played 18 and have won 10 of it with 55.6% of win record. Man United 16 played, 8 wins, 50% win record. Man City played 9, 4 victories, 44.4% win record. Liverpool have played 5, won only 20% win record. And Spurs have played 12, 1-2, that is 16.7% win record. And that is the most lowest for any Big Six team. Well, not only this, you could look the passion from Dani Ceballos and Granit Xhaka for the winning goal against Sheffield United to send Arsenal through to the FA Cup semi-final. And it is, one of my friends, James Rowe, he actually mentioned that Arsenal could face Manchester United. He feels that Arsenal will face Manchester United in the semi-finals. I say bring it on. It could be City, it could be Leicester or Chelsea, or it could be Newcastle. I don't know. Whoever it is, I believe we are ready and up and running. Well, not only this, former Arsenal striker Robin van Persie has warned that it will take years to fix club's problems. He says, you can see Arteta's hand on this team, but you can see that this team is not fully connected yet. If you look at the connection that from defense to midfield to strikers, they are not connected. They are not moving as one. He is still searching, but I do believe that if you give him time, and he still should have all the time he needs, not just months, we should get years. I do believe that he can get it right. And further, he added, he says, they should know now finally find a way to fix set pieces against, corners against, free kicks and crosses. It's like every cross against Arsenal, you're holding your breath. It's almost a goal, almost a goal. How do you fix that? You fix it with mental toughness. Well, rightfully said, I think Arsenal could learn a trade or two from Van Persie, or probably their coach Arteta himself, that you need to fight for the first touch or first connection to be made when there is a set piece involved against Arsenal. Well, David Luiz could be deployed as a holding midfielder due to his range of passing, according to Ray Bala. He says he makes too many mistakes, and at 33 he is not going to learn. You have to look at a little bit higher than David Luiz. He could be a squad player, and you could play him as a holding midfielder. He has got a range of passing, and if you can make mistakes, there you have centre halves behind you. That could be a role for him. Also, Ray Parla has told boss Mikel Arteta he could get rid of dead wood at the club. He says the North Londoners have not won the Premier League title since the invincible seasons. And Parla said a midfielder in that illustrious side thinks that the likes of Man City, Liverpool and Chelsea are way ahead of the Gunners. He says Arsenal need to get back into the Champions League by spending more money and taking more of a gamble as a club. Arteta has done everything right so far, but now it's up to the club to back him. The lower you get and the more ambition the other teams get, then it is going to be difficult for Arsenal to challenge again for the big titles. Well, if you're an Arsenal fan, if you still believe that Arsenal have been robbed of, keeping hold of their bigger stars, you would be a happiest man, because Alexis Sanchez has been linked with a shock move to Tottenham. Manchester United flop is out of favour at Old Trafford, and Devils want to get him off their wage bill. And it looks like Tottenham are keen to land him if the deal is right for them. Sanchez is currently raking in £505k pounds a week at United. Remember, we are not happy with what Mesut Ozil is earning. Imagine if we would have kept Sanchez at those wages. That would have been shocking, more shocking. Well, Arsenal legend Ian Wright believes Man United could be competing with Liverpool if they sign Jadon Sancho. Well, Borussia Dortmund winger, who was also linked with the move to Chelsea, has been tipped to leave at the end of the season. He says that's the kind of signing they have to make if they're going to be challenging City and Liverpool. Martial and Rashford, both of them 19 goals each. Last time any Man United players got that was Chicharito and Dimitar Berbatov. Well, Arsenal tweeted out semi-finals, here we come with Dani Ceballos' image, and we can't be more iconic. It's just because of the Spanish midfielder. We are in the semis. Well, not only this, Arsenal have submitted an important offer for midfielder Enis Bardi. Well, the versatile La Liga midfielder Bardi primarily operates on the left wing in a four-man midfield for Paco Lopez's side and is known for his dribbles into the middle of the pitch and for his ability to shoot from a range. It could be a good addition, but not the best. Well, Arteta said, we have played 4 away games since the restart. Thank you to the Premier League for our calendar, playing every 3 days, but we go again on Wednesday. About Pepe, Arteta said, I'm very excited about what he can bring. I'm so pleased today. You can see his defensive actions. I really like him from the past. I think he is a player with incredible potential. He needs to be decisive in games. He is very willing and such a nice boy, always smiling. And Arteta has confirmed that David Luiz has picked up an ankle injury, which will be assessed tomorrow. Well, also, he's pleased with the performance. Arteta said, I'm very pleased with the result, and it's a difficult place to come and win. We have to bear in mind that we played 4 away games. I am very pleased today. In the last 10 days, barring Mustafi, no player has completed more minutes than Bukayo Saka. In these 4 games, he's been utilized as a left winger, left central midfielder, left back, and right forward. His positional intelligence is incredible for an 18-year-old. And Arsenal have won 2 consecutive away games, all competitions for the first time since May 2019. Unbelievable. And Ainsley Maitland-Niles versus Sheffield United for the whole game, ladies and gentlemen. 2 out of 2 successful dribbles completed, 1 out of 1 aerial duels won, 4 tackles, 1 interception victory, 6 out of 7 ground duels won. Ainsley Maitland-Niles has put up a big show. Well, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal on this platform every single day, twice. So sit back, relax, and enjoy all the news. And talking about Dani Ceballos' goal, I just want to say 2 words. Que golazo! Subscribe and hit that bell icon.